Hello, beautiful listeners, watchers. Welcome back to the podcast. Me, David Hughes, him.
Tait.Middleton.
Yeah, with the most crazy fucking toes. I'm not over the toes. Can you bring them up to the camera?
No way. With that thing that goes forever.
I'm not trying to foot shame you or anything like that. They're
No, my feet are fucked. I've had one partner in my life, like one girlfriend, and she was like,
your toes?
"Your toes are fucked." And I was like, "All right, lady, fucking."
Well, no, that's not fair. They're not.
They're weirdly curled.
They're not fucked.
I don't
Like
wanna...
you wouldn't look at them and be like, what the fuck? I just thought that you were doing that.
Oh, really? That's me. That's me curling.
Basically, if our toes are like this,
toes, they're fucked.
If us normal people have got like straight toes like that, Tate's are doing this a little bit, and it looks like he's doing it.
I'm disabled. You don't pick on a disabled person.
I do all the time.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Episode. Well, it doesn't really matter what episode it is because we're going to record a shit ton of them. But this week we're doing your favorite place in the goddamn world.
Hooters.
No, Bolivia.
Do you think people like DoorDash and like fucking Uber Eats Hooters? What would be the point?
Yeah, true. Yeah, because you see the big old titties, isn't it?
Or do they deliver? Do you reckon that's a thing? Do the big old titties
just
deliver?
Uber Eats, like an
Indian
Uber Eats driver with just a massive cock. This is what I ordered. Yeah, it is, champ. Yes, it is.
No, not Hooters. Bolivia. Bolivia's my favorite place in the world.
South America.
We ended our first episode, or our introduction episode, talking about that. Yeah,
F0
fired me up. I love. It is my favorite place. You've obviously been.
Yeah, I was there for probably I'm going to say probably close to 2 months.
Yeah.
Back in 2010.
I kept hopping across.
Yeah. Well, that's the good thing about Bolivia because I think it borders 4 countries.
It was completely landlocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a.
Did you go?
I got a fact later about it.
Did you go to Lake Titicaca?
I went there. I got so sunburnt. It was fucked.
Did you, so Lake Titicaca is like, it's obviously an enormous body of water, which makes you go like, oh, wow, yeah, but this is landlocked. Because it doesn't look like, it's not like you can see to the other side of the lake.
It's huge.
It's so
and
fucking
you're on a
big.
Boat for ages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we got to, what was it, Isla del Sol?
Rings a bell.
So we were on I want to say, yeah, it would have been because it's Bolivia and Peru, isn't it? The two.
As in
don't they border it?
Yeah. They have their military or their navy bases on there, which is funny because it's like, where are you going?
Why do you have a navy and you don't have a coast?
So they lost it with Chile apparently back in the day. They had some sort of
coin toss. I think it was a coin toss.
A violent coin toss.
Yeah, very violent coin toss. Many,
and then
many coins were lost.
Because they lost some like 2,000 kilometers or something on the coast of Chile.
Yeah,
and that's where they had their naval fleet. But now they lost that, so they're landlocked. So they have a navy in Lake Titicaca, apparently.
Is that where the navy?
I believe so.
Are based?
But where the fuck's it going to go?
Yeah.
It's like, I'll just go over here, cunt. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just go to the middle of the lake. Yeah. But sorry, my question was going to be, still will be. So you went to Isla del Sol, do you think? Or
I don't. Where is that?
Somewhere in that fucking lake.
Oh, is that a...
It's like a place that you can go and stay. Like, it's beautiful.
Oh, we definitely walked around like a place.
But you'd have to get a boat there, and I can't remember how long that takes.
Oh, so we went Lake Titicaca,
yeah,
and then we took a boat to somewhere, and it was like a little hippie sort of
area. Yeah. Oh, maybe that's... I don't know, I should probably check a map. But anyway, we got to this island and there are places to stay and there's like restaurants and stuff. But for whatever reason, when we got there, they didn't fucking have anything. And that seemed to be a thing that just happens there. They're like, oh yeah, we don't like the restaurants didn't have any like, beef or chicken or anything like that. They're just like, oh, we don't have anything. It hasn't come in yet.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
And the whole stay that we were on the island as well for like, I think we were there for like 2 or 3 days. They were like, oh, we won't have anything. We've got like, eggs and flour and shit. We got some stuff, but we don't have a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's just South America though, isn't it?
I don't know, is it? I never really experienced that anywhere else.
When some of the places that I seem to go, it was like, I reckon we had those issues when we were in Peru And I remember now definitely Bolivia and guides being like, hey, this is one of the last stops. Sort of like we can't guarantee things are going to be here. And we would just always just buy Pringles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just Pringles for some weird reason.
We got on a cargo boat. Chapsticks. We got on a cargo boat, and it was like one of those ones where it's like the bottom is like livestock.
Yeah.
And like plantain.
Yeah.
And then the middle section was, I guess, crew, and there was a couple of cabins, but the top was where we all would like sling our hammocks. So you put your hammocks up between the posts, and there was a lot of people on this boat. Like a lot of them were locals, and then there was like a few, it was like me and my buddy that I was traveling with, and maybe about like half a dozen other sort of, you know, as you would call them, white dogs.
White dogs. It's the podcast.
Yeah.
White dogs traveling.
But yeah, so we would go. I think we were on that boat for like maybe 4 or 5 days or something at one point, and every meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, rice, chicken, plantain. That's all it was. It was so boring, depressing, and shit.
You're like a South American bodybuilder.
Yeah, but we had like 4 bottles of rum.
Oh, okay.
And that was excellent. That was fantastic, actually. That was the best. I had my birthday on that boat.
Really?
I didn't know it at the time because I didn't know what the date was, but we worked out retrospectively or retroactively that was my we had my birthday on that boat. But yeah, some of the organization in stuff like that, it feels really bad.
Mate, we thought we lost, missed buses and shit, and we rock up like, fuck, what do we do? Pulling our hair out, and then like you would look over the road and like see a restaurant that was weirdly packed.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, this is weird at a bus stop. And then you'd walk over there and someone that spoke English would be like, oh, no, I'm the bus driver. The bus is over there. And you're like, oh, when are we going? Like, when we finish our meal.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah. Fair
and
enough.
the thing is, he's kind of right.
Yeah.
Because where were you going that it really mattered when you got there? It didn't.
Is it 20-hour bus ride? You know,
those. Did you use the Karma and the semi-Karma buses? Or?
Mate, at the start we went semi.
Yeah.
Because we were poor.
Yeah.
And then for an extra like $7 we went full, and you were like, on our last night we were like,
why weren't we doing this before?
Dumb?
Yeah.
Like,
however, Karma buses in like mountainous regions where you're constantly going like zigzagging and stuff, they're awful because you're just rolling about in this, like, because the seats go all the way back, so they're like beds. It's quite literally like being on a bed where you're constantly being rocked sideways. It's awful. So semi-Karma are better for those ones. But if you go the proper dirt local bus option, they're so much more fun.
Mate, I remember
they're shit. Don't get me wrong, they are shit. But.
Like as a young 19-year-old on, like I'm 34 now, being on that fucking bus, sitting there with my mate Jake, you know, it's one of the best times of my life, but also sitting there and be like, that lady I thought was carrying a baby, but that's a lamb.
Yeah.
It just wrapped up.
Yeah, livestock on laps.
Yeah, just like, oh, and like as a backpack. And you're just like, oh, that's an ugly kid.
I'd seen so many, like you just see, you think they're cliches of like being on one of those local buses and they've got like chickens on their laps and cages and stuff. And you're like, and then you get on them and like, that's exactly what it's like. You're like, oh wow. And it stinks of shit in here now.
Yeah.
This is excellent. When you like look, and I look back on pictures and stuff, I'm like, that was fucking cool. And then you go like, yeah, but it stunk so bad.
Yeah.
And there's no one has any concept of like personal space.
No, that's the things I've learned. That's why, like,
and they're not built for. The seats aren't built for people like me and you.
Yeah,
we're about the same height, like about 6 foot. Like
we can tell anything. We're 6'5". Crazy.
Yeah, 6'9", built like a brick shit house. No, but even like I was probably a bit doughy back then. Actually, I was probably because I was drinking a lot. But my point though is that those seats are not designed for people our height. Because like most of those like Peruvians and Bolivians, they're all like fucking 5'0".
Yeah. It's they all look at you too because they're just like confused.
Yeah.
They're like, how'd you get so fat?
Yeah.
Like, yep. Different life. It's just those little things when you go traveling though. Like I remember vividly looking out the window of a bus and seeing a steep fucking drop off and being like, oh, we're fucking dead.
Yeah. Did you go on Bolivia's most dangerous road?
On the push bike, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
people did that on like I think dirt bikes and motorbikes and all that sort of stuff. I went on it,
yeah,
but I didn't drive anything on it, and I didn't take the bus on it either because
you
it
just
was
walked.
Yeah, there's a little bit where you can walk on like I think you're above it.
Yeah. So we did fucking. So we I really didn't want to do the tour. Like this is a admission here. We went out the night before and got super pissed, right? As you do.
Yeah.
And we were in our hostel. Everyone's dead asleep. Everyone in our room was on one tour. Everyone fell asleep. Everyone's like, we had to get up at like 7 a.m. or whatever it was. And my alarm went off and I just turned it off and was like, we're just going to miss this. It's fine. Because a lot of other people couldn't do it. And we were only doing it because they were doing it.
Yeah.
I was terrified. I thought I'd die. Like I genuinely just thought I would die. And the guide literally just walks into our room. It's just like, hey,
get up.
We're supposed to go. And I was like, fuck. And I'll be honest, it was one of the funnest things I ever did in my life.
Yeah.
It was so fun. It's not that dangerous unless you don't know how to ride a bike. There's a fair bit of like gaps between like the essentially the cliff face, the road, and then there's the gap to death.
Yeah, but on those buses.
Oh, buses is fucked. Yeah, buses is so much more dangerous.
Yeah, and like there's a bus coming as well. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing? But not just on that road, but on so many of those roads around the basin. And like you just go, how? I just have to trust it because I will just spend the whole time trying to steer this bus from like my own seat.
The first time I remember being on one of those buses at night and just being genuinely like, oh, my mum's going to be so upset when I die.
Yeah,
but the crazy thing about that death road, so in Bolivia, it's a tourist attraction for the people who don't know. You go like, it's crazy. You start at the very top. It takes like 3 hours because you go quite slow down it. But you start at the top and it's snow. Like there's fucking ice and shit everywhere. And then you take the bus to one spot, then you get out, a group of you.
Again, that's the elevation of Bolivia. It's fucking insane.
And then you just ride your bike down and they give you like clothes where you can zip off the arms and the legs because you get to a certain point and then it gets to like 35 degrees. Not probably hotter in summer, but it gets to like 30-ish when we were there.
Yeah.
So you unzip like and then it's so weird and it's all tropical and it's the jungle.
It's crazy.
But we did it. We had a really good group. Some dude stacked like 3 times. It was pretty sketchy, but we got through it. And then we went down and we had beers at the bottom, which is kind of weird when you see like the dude who's driving the bus is drinking beers and you're like, brother, that better calm your nerves because this is dodgy as fuck.
Dude, on the salt flats, we had, like your drivers that take you across the salt flats. We had one that was just packing.
Yeah.
Like so in Bolivia they say they tell us to do it for altitude sickness. They go, it really helps like foreigners with altitude sickness. So I was like, all right, but you're not doing it for altitude sickness. And it's cocoa leaves. So they take the cocoa leaves and they stuff them into their gums. It was disgusting because they're drooling green and high as fuck, and he's just driving us across you. And to be fair, you're not going to crash into anything because there's nothing out there.
Yeah.
But oh my God.
They also do put in a swig of 100% alcohol in that as well.
Yeah.
It's not just coca, it's other stuff. They all do it. Not all of them, but it seems to be quite common. It seems
very popular. Yeah,
they look like a goat because it's just like you constantly have to chew.
Yeah, and massive like side like stuffed so it goes into their gum, and it's disgusting though because it's green.
Oh yeah.
So like their teeth are just like it's horrible.
Yeah. Quickly back to that death road.
Yeah, sorry.
So we get to the bottom, we're having beers and shit. It's nice, buffet. There's plenty of buffets, weirdly, in South America. And the guide's like, everyone here did really well today. Really good. Last week, not so good. I was like...
What happened last week?
He was like, Swedish girl went off the edge, she died.
Wow.
Like, fuck, was she hot? Nah.
She's Swedish, she probably was hot. Yeah, it probably was hot.
Yeah, she had a good life. But I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, Yeah. We rode down as fast as we could. Like the guides. Apparently, when someone goes off the edge, they go as fast as possible. They can do it so absurdly quick, it's fucked. But they get right down to her, they find her, and they're like, yeah. I was like, not good. And he's like, her head was on backwards. And I was like, yeah, cool. Yeah, nice.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That is,
man. The fall, I'll try my best. I've got photos of it. I'll try and like put some.
You got photos of the body?
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, of the road. Yeah.
I got drawn pictures of the body. No, of the when we did the trek back in the day.
Yeah.
The Death Road. You get a T-shirt. Well, that girl didn't, but yeah, it's pretty. This is 2010, so time heals all wounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Besides hers, because she's fucked.
Yeah, because her head's on backwards.
Yeah. It was the weirdest thing, like broken English. No, head backwards. Like, oh. I think he meant to say broken neck.
Yeah.
Head backwards.
Head backwards that's a much better way of delivering that news, isn't it?
Yeah. How'd your son die? Head backwards. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's brutal. It was fucking brutal.
A heart go boom.
Yeah. That's my future. But yeah, it's very like, it's crazy. Death Road. There's so many great things, obviously, but death.
Did you go to the Salt Flats when you were there?
Yeah, Uni Salt Flats. Yeah.
Did you stay in the hotel?
Salt one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like licking the walls and shit. My mate was like, stop licking the walls. I was like, it was so weird. I remember we had food and I was like, it's a fucking
I just
idiot.
need some seasoning for this.
I literally this was just like, but yeah, it was very.
I have two really vivid memories of in Bolivia. There's a salt flat called Uyuni. Is it in Uyuni?
Yeah.
Solar de Uyuni, I think it's called. And there's a hotel that's just purely made out of salt, apart from like the furnishings. And it does make you wonder what they do with the waste though, like human waste, because there can be no plumbing. But anyway, let's not think too much about that. Anyway, the two things that I remember about this hotel was how fucking cold it was at night.
Yeah.
I think that's the coldest I've ever been ever.
Yeah.
Like I wore everything that I had with me. I wore everything and I was in my sleeping bag and I was still fucking freezing. But the other thing too is like you can't breathe through your mouth because it's just that salt taste every single breath. And you don't get used to it.
It is a weird. I remember we went to the geysers. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And it was so fucking cold. It was that was the coldest I've ever been, I reckon.
It was insane. But at night time at that place is just it's because it's a desert, obviously. So it just gets absurdly cold.
Yeah.
And I really don't think I've ever experienced that kind of low temperature before.
Yeah. I can't. I remember the geyser, whatever the fuck they called.
Yeah.
I remember that was absurd. I can't remember. Maybe we went different time of year.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I can't ever imagine it being warm enough at night.
I remember seeing heaps for flamingos.
Yeah, pink flamingos? Yeah.
Are they other colours?
I think there are, aren't they?
Am
I wrong there?
Might be. I think there's white ones, actually. Yeah.
I know there was a pink lake out there as well, wasn't there?
Yeah.
All the
pink
like
lake.
sulfur and stuff changes the colour.
Yeah.
Did you see the pink dolphins?
Swam with them.
Yeah.
Yep. Mad dogged it.
Did you eat them?
No.
You can eat them.
Really?
Don't let them tell you can't eat them. You can eat them.
No,
I didn't eat them. I was fascinated by them because apparently the difference between a pink and a grey, other than the colour, is that a grey's vertebrae goes like up and down and a pink's goes side to side, and it's
like
better
my toes.
Yeah.
Pink dolphin toes.
But it goes side to side so it can navigate shallower waters.
That makes more sense.
Because a grey dolphin wouldn't be able to exist in those waters because they can't swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David
Also,
Attenborough.
probably delicious though. To be fair, they're probably really because why wouldn't they be?
Ate capybara.
Oh,
that was really good.
I don't know if I could do that.
Guinea pig. Obviously, you had guinea pig.
Yeah, guinea pig. I had llama or alpaca. Actually, that was Peru, I think.
That was No, llama. It's their national.
I think I had it in Peru. I think that was a Peruvian.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I don't really remember it too much. It doesn't stand out.
I remember capybara being really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember the guinea pig being shit.
Guinea pig was shit. Yep. 100%.
But I did do that thing of like everywhere I went, I always wanted to just try whatever it was that was like the local dish.
It's funny
everywhere
because you wouldn't do that here, would you?
No, I wouldn't. In fact, and I think I've maybe spoken to you about this like a bit more recently, but in Thailand, I was trying like all the insects and stuff, and some of them were really good, like grasshoppers or crickets. I don't know the difference, but
they were good.
They were really good because they're salted, crunchy.
Yeah.
But then I had like a cockroach, and it's just gooey on the inside. It's fucking I
watched. We all had grasshoppers and shit, little ones.
Yeah,
and it was tasty as fuck. I was like, I could eat this at the cinema.
Well, I think that was a mistake that I made. I was like, bring on the insects because this is phenomenal. So did you have the little frogs? Because they make them the same way.
I had frog. It was just bone though. It sucks.
Yeah, but it's salty and like crunchy, like a little pork scratching or whatever.
Or something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, more like a jerky thing.
It was literally when I had it. It was all bone. Like it was just someone was like, "Do you want to try this frog?" And I was like,
I just liked the saltiness of it. I think that's what it was.
Sucked on it. Maybe.
But then the cockroach. I was just like, this is absolutely. And I made the mistake too of biting it in half because I wanted to look in it. It's like a green goo. It's fucking horrendous.
It's so funny. I watched a person do the same thing.
Did you?
And literally, I remember them biting the cockroach, pulling it, and goop just falling on their chin. Yeah. And I was like, God damn it! I'd rather fucking head backwards. Like, get out of here.
I've never done that before, but like I spat it out.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do that.
I still have the like I can. If you gave me 3 paint swatches of the color, I reckon I could pick out
which one. Yeah.
It's like burnt in my brain, like just stuck on. I mean, I ate tarantula, but that was.
I've never had that, but maybe it was you actually. Maybe you were telling me about the tarantula. I held one in the jungle.
Yeah, no.
It was so funny because like this tarantula was on me, like walking up my arm, and I don't like spiders, but because they're so big, I think they stop being like insect-like and start being a bit more animal-like. Maybe there was something, I don't know what it was.
Nope.
But I was nope.
Malaria.
But I was okay with it, right? I was fine with this spider being on me, and then I was like, oh, this is a pet spider or whatever. And then they said later on, I was like, nah. It wasn't a pet spider. I was like, what? That was
on you.
Yeah, it was just a. I mean, they had it.
Yeah.
Like it didn't just randomly climb on me. But it's like I thought that maybe one of them had a tarantula.
No,
I was like, no, that tarantula's just around.
They literally would have been talking amongst themselves. We'd be like, do you reckon we can get this white dog to put this giant spider on its arm?
The thing was too, I was drinking, and I think that's why I did it. Because all your inhibitions are gone, and I was just like, yeah, absolutely.
I could be fucking a bottle of vodka deep, and you'd be like, do you want to fucking hold this spider? And I'd be like, I'll kill you.
I think I was half a bottle of rum deep and a couple of beers, and I was like, yeah, definitely.
Spiders are not my thing.
No, spiders and snakes, they can just get fucked.
Oh, speaking of snakes, so we did the same thing, the Pampas tour. And I'll never forget this. There's Green Anaconda, a baby one. I've been obsessed with the movie Anaconda since it came out when I was a kid.
How big's a baby anaconda?
Probably like 6 foot.
Okay. Oh, still fucking
huge.
Yeah.
But they're quite thin.
Yeah.
They're not like, oh, that's how big it is. Yeah. It was so funny. So the guide brings it over normally, just plonks on the ground. We're in like sort of like not a mangrove, but like a jungly open area closer to like the river.
Is this in Bolivia?
I get confused whether it's in Peru or Bolivia.
Yeah, I was just having that.
Because it goes forever.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was Bolivia.
Yeah.
Ruambaki, that was the
Ruanabac?
Yeah, something. Yeah, was that Bolivia?
Yeah, Bolivia.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's where I went rafting. We went white water rafting. We went to a village and they built a white water raft and then took us away for like a week or whatever it was. It was amazing. I'll talk more about that later, but yeah, go on.
So there's a group. We got English, we got a couple of Aussies, just one random Asian dude. Didn't speak any fucking English.
Good for him.
They put the fucking snake on the ground. We're all watching it. Sort of like does its thing, be's a snake. And then it decides to fuck off, as snakes do.
Yeah.
We're just watching it going like, well, that's the end of the show. The Asian dude grabs it by the tail, picks it up, and then it's striking at him, and he's going, I'm not going to do the accent, but
coward.
He's just making sounds, and he's just going like,
what kind of sounds? Exactly.
Yeah, there's more screaming actually, and the guides were pissing themselves. Like he's holding it like this, and it's just going like at him. So he's holding it really far out, and it's striking at him.
But he's Asian, so he's tiny, and it's 6 foot. So how is he holding it far enough away?
I don't. No, he's dangling. Like he's like, and it's like trying to swing back at him and shit.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he's just screaming. The guides are laughing their dicks off. And my English mate, who is the most like Liverpool fucking accent in the world, is just like, mate, put the fucking snake down. And he just drops it on the ground and it slithers off. And the guy was just like, and just walked off.
I like how you wouldn't do the Asian accent or the Liverpudlian accent. You're not going to try either. Okay.
That one's, I would be better doing the Asian one because the Liverpool one is fucked. Yeah, that was... all those little things that happen on traveling.
I fucking hate snakes so much. We were on the Inca Trail, and it was like a narrow path, and everyone's walking like single file because it's quite a drop, and then suddenly this girl is running towards us all, given that there's no room as well, very nimbly running past us to get back and just going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then we look down and there's a snake that has, I didn't know they did this. It had coiled itself up and was rolling down the mountain. I didn't know that was a thing that they did. Everyone was like, oh yeah, that's what they do. I was like, yeah, I think you're just saying that because you just saw it. I didn't know they did that.
There was a joke in Australia going up forever, which was for tourists, called hoop snake.
That's what it was doing. It made a hoop out of itself and was tumbling down. It was tumbling. I swear to God, this thing was tumbling down the mountain as in a ring shape. And I was like, that makes sense. That is the quickest way to get down a mountain. But holy shit, that was... I don't know why she was running away. It's not. What was it going to do? Do you think it was going to roll back up to you?
Yeah, that's cool though. Wildlife is always interesting when you're overseas and you get a little bit too comfortable in your own skin and you're like, yeah, I'll hold a tarantula.
Yeah. I remember getting stalked in the jungle by an ocelot. It's like a small jaguar type cat.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. Well, he didn't tell us at the time. So our tour was taking us through the jungle and he didn't tell us at the time. But there was one apparently in like the canopy. And he wasn't worried because he said that they only attack the back and they will only attack if you're by yourself. So because there was a bunch of us, he was like, it was never gonna attack. And I was like, you know that for a fact, do you?
Yeah. There's always that one
there's always,
trendsetter ocelot.
Yeah, the renegade ocelot. But that was pretty cool just knowing that they were around. Like we got to this other place where... this probably isn't smart of me, but I didn't wear like mosquito spray, like, DEET, because it had DEET in it. I wasn't doing it on purpose. I just never did because I wasn't getting bitten. So I was just like, yeah, whatever. And I was taking anti-malaria stuff. But we got to this little village and they had sloths like everywhere. And the guy was like, do you want to hold a sloth? And I was like, fucking love to. He was like, you're about the only person who's going to be able to hold the sloth. And I was like, because DEET will like destroy them.
Oh, really?
I was like, because we'd already had this conversation about mosquito spray. And because there was an American girl in our group, I think it might have been the same girl who ran past a snake, who put DEET on her hands and it melted off her nail polish, like completely melted off her nail polish. And I was like, see, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to wear it. Because if it's doing that to paint on your nails, what does it do to your skin? It must be fucking dreadful for it. So I didn't have a vendetta against it. I just figured it stinks really bad. It's all oily and shit, and I don't seem to be getting bitten, so I'm not gonna bother with it.
Probably because there's a plume of DEET around you anyway.
Yeah.
Everyone else,
or just bad smell that everything wanted to leave me alone.
White dog blood.
I was the only person that was able to hold this sloth. Have you ever held one before?
No.
They are.
I'm 90% DEET.
they like. They look like they're hugging you, but they're gripping you like they have massive claws. They're not sharp at all. They're just like, I don't know, it's hard to describe them. They feel like bone, like just a big
Wolverine.
Yeah, they're metal, aren't they?
Yeah.
Anyway, they grip around your neck like you're a tree, and
whisper in your ear.
Yeah, but they grip.
White dog.
They grip hard.
Really?
Yeah,
They're the weirdest arms. It's real like this.
I learned something that I never checked, right? Because I remember asking a guy. I was like, "Hey, I have a question about the sloth. Why are they around? Like, why are they? How are they alive when they move so slowly? Do they have like no predators at all?" And he was like, "Well," and I forget which bird it was, but there is a bird. Probably like an eagle or something, be a big bird of prey, obviously, or condor or something. They were like, they will attack the sloth. He goes, but the sloth has got such dense bones that all they do when they're in the tree canopy and a bird swoops for them is they just drop to the ground.
Yeah.
And we're talking a fair old fucking distance too, so much that the bird isn't going to swoop through a canopy into dense jungle to go and get them.
Really?
And they don't break any bones because their bones are so dead. Now,
It's fucking Wolverine.
But I've never checked this. I've never. So somebody can fact check me here.
No one.
But then I was like, but okay, so when they're on the ground, like, how come like jaguars and ocelots and shit don't go and get them? And he went, yeah. And that was it. And I was like, that's not all right. Because they can't. They move so slowly.
What is wrong with them? Why do they move so slow?
Oh, it's again, didn't check this, but apparently maybe I had the worst guide in the world who knew nothing, and I have a feeling that I did because I'll tell you another story about them in a minute. But the eucalyptus, the leaves that I guess they're like there's some sort of, they do something to them, kind of, they kind of do something to them apparently where it like slows their whole like shit down. But I mean they're like that anyway. But I don't think that helps. Maybe it's like ADHD medication or something.
2-toe and a 3-toe sloth. That's all I know. I think they're
I think that
categorized by their toes.
But I think all of this stuff that I know isn't real. I really do think, because so these guys, they took us on a tour of the jungle, like all through the primary jungle, and they pointed out all this amazing stuff to us. They told us this thing about the manatee. They said that the manatees are so crucial to the ecosystem of the Amazon River that if you take them out, because a lot of people do, they like to eat them, and they like to take them as pets and stuff as well. Yeah, I don't get it. But anyway, if you take them out, if they were to suddenly stop being a thing, the vegetation that they eat, the oxygen that the vegetation would use would starve the rest of the river of... it would use up too much of the oxygen and then starve the fish that were in the... Or I guess suffocate the fish.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, all right, so they're really important. And they would tell us all about these like things about how like the balance is just perfect. And we know this, like we've all seen fucking Attenborough stuff. But then he takes us to this market where they're selling all of that stuff, like to eat. Manatee fucking burgers and shit. And there was like this grub. He said, this is like one of the most delicious grubs ever. But he told us like half an hour before that the only way to get those grubs is by cutting an entire tree down to get like 3 of them. And they do that as well. That's a thing that they do. They cut the whole tree down, get a couple of these delicious grubs, and then go sell them. It's like, so I don't think I had the smartest.
Also, too, I think you get to a point where, like, if you really need money, you're chopping that
you try
tree
not to be,
down.
You do try not to be too judgmental about it. Like, I do get it.
But what did the manatee burger taste like?
I didn't try it.
Grub?
I don't think it was a burger. I didn't try the grubs. I didn't try any of it because I felt like that was, I don't know, it just didn't feel right.
If he didn't tell you about like all the
No, I think
stuff,
if we weren't like just in the jungle.
Yeah. If they were like, hey, we're having pink dolphin for dinner, I would have been like, fucking oath, because I'm sick of piranha. Did you eat piranhas?
Piranhas are so good.
We got them cooked in some oil that wasn't nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you go fishing for them?
Yeah. And I kicked the boat and the chair.
Is that why your toes look like that?
Yeah, no. Yeah. That's my fucking side of my foot's caved in. But the chairs would go like, you could like in the little fucking Pampas boat thing would you go that we were in.
Yeah.
Canoe, we'll call it.
Felucca?
Nah, Fallujah. But the thing would, like, you could pull the chairs essentially out, I think.
Okay.
But to make more room, you could flip them up.
Oh, right, yeah.
I was like, oh, I want to step off. We were like parked in the water, and I was like, I'm going to step off the side into like, it was green shrubs, and I could see it. There was a big space. It was just mud. I literally put my foot in. I went up to my knee. Like I just sunk in it when I took one step off the boat. But as I did that, I rocked the boat, and my chair went down and just smashed this German girl in the knee and cut her open, and she was just like bleeding, and I was like,
do the accent.
Yeah.
Do the accent.
I was like so young and dumb, and I was just like, oh, sorry.
Das ist not good.
Ooh, that's for the crimes you've committed. And then, yeah, it was a very strange moment, and she just had like blood pissing out of her fucking leg, and I was like, because I stepped and I had so much mud in my shoe, and
you were more worried about you.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, I don't give a shit about you, lady. I nearly lost a shoe in the jungle.
We were on this boat, like just a regular sort of fishing-y type boat. And we got to this like little bend in the river, and everyone jumped out and went swimming.
Yep, we did that.
And I was like, get fucked. I've heard about that thing that swims up your dick hole. I'm not doing that. I was like the only person in our group that didn't jump in, because everyone wants to swim in the Amazon River. And I was like, no part of me wants to be in that fucking river. You lot are crazy. The next day, we go to the same spot, and then, I don't know, like 200-300 meters up from there, and fish for piranha.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But apparently they don't come down this particular bend. I'm like, what if they do though?
Yeah.
What if they do? Because we fished for those things with chicken skin on a hook, and you catch them immediately.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was so, because they were like, oh, you need about 7 or 8 of them to have like enough food to feed you. So we go fishing for them, and you put it in, and straight away you have a bite. And they are scary looking fucking thing. Pink piranha, is that right? Are they pink piranha?
And the weirdest thing about swimming in the water was like, we're in there. I'm like, it was pretty cool. Like, it's pink dolphin and stuff.
Yeah.
And you look over, and there's just like caiman.
Yeah.
Like fucking, which are like crocodiles from that area.
We went out.
Alligators, whatever.
We went out one night, and they did the thing with the torch to look at the eyes, and then you realize how many there are.
Crazy.
Because I was like, oh, there might be 1 or 2 caiman, and then they're doing this thing, and you just point, you count the eyes, the distance between the eyes, but then some of them you go like, wait, is that like the same caiman, or is that like their eyes are so far apart because that's how big their fucking head are?
Yeah.
But I was just like, how are there this many, and how are we safe here?
Why are we eating them?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many of those.
They're not far away as well. That was the thing that really scared the shit out of me. I was like, that is so close.
Oh yeah, I used to get like when we were on because there's hostels and stuff. That's where we stayed anyway. There's a couple like along the river.
Yeah.
And at night, like muck around. I was fascinated with the bats, watching the bats like get real close to the water, and then I'd get like a long branch, and I'd just tap the water, and I'd watch them come in like and then I was just like, I'm gonna stop doing that. But yeah, I never took the malaria tablets when I was in there. We had them, but they were like, it gives you vivid dreams and wet dreams or something. And I was like, I'm not coming.
No, I think I had like doxycycline, I think it was.
Yeah.
Which were awful because you had to take a few of them. I think it was like 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and then there was like this one that was like this fucking big. It was so shit.
Yeah.
So shit. And it's not just that you have to take them on that trip. You have to take them when you get back for like another month or so as well. I was like, damn it.
We didn't. We just young and dumb, I guess.
Ran the risk.
Do you want to hear some random things about Bolivia?
Yes, obviously.
So this is just more for this part anyway. It's just like pretty much costs of shit at the moment.
Oh.
Because obviously we're there so long ago.
With me especially.
Yeah.
Like, I do think it's been about 15 years.
Well,
so.
I was there in 2010. That's
okay.
15 there. I think
15.
you were like 2008 and stuff, yeah?
Yeah, I think 2007, 2000 and the next time was about 2009 or something. But yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So the currency, for the people who don't know, is Boliviano. So the conversion at the moment, so Australian dollar to Boliviano is 4.4, US dollar is 6.9, euro is 7.7, and the pound is a whopping 9.2.
£9 to one.
So 9 Bolivianos to £1.
£1, yeah, that makes more sense.
The population of Bolivia, apparently, and
60, 70 people.
This is contentious, is 12.5 million.
It is contentious as well because I think that I remember there was a lot of protesting and stuff going on when I was there, and there was something about like the census not including the Quechua people, like up in the mountains. It was something about how the government weren't. I don't want to speak like this is fact. It's just I remember there being some issue about the people, the indigenous people not being, I guess, counted for. They weren't being cared for. They weren't being looked after. They were coming out of the mountainous regions and into the cities basically to be homeless, because that was where they would get some help from people, obviously, because I think, stuff was happening like with their land and being like pushed out of farming and stuff. I'm sketchy on that though, so I shouldn't really comment, but I think that the reason that the numbers might be off is because of that. I don't think they were counting.
What we'll do, if you're an indigenous Bolivian, please just let us know if we're wrong.
Yeah.
So at the moment, which I thought this was interesting, so a hostel dorm, obviously we stayed in hostels 8 billion times, so $8 to $24 ranging from like a 4-bed dorm into like a 20-bed.
So the cheapest would be $8.
$8.
I'm trying to remember do you remember what you paid?
I'm going to say roughly about that. And it's going to be like maybe between 7 and 10.
Because I do remember that
20
in
seems
some
really
places,
high.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That must be for like a private.
But that was like nicer rooms.
Yeah.
So twin room. So for your couples, if you're out there, you're looking at about $20 to $100.
$100 a night.
Yeah.
For a place to stay anywhere in fucking Bolivia, I think is insane. Because Bolivia was one of the cheaper countries.
Yeah.
Like Argentina, Chile, forget it. Like you're definitely paying a lot more for everything in that southern cone.
Yeah.
But Bolivia, Peru,
it's the second poorest in all of South America.
Next to Peru?
Maybe. I know it's the second. I just saw it on a thing before.
Yeah, I would say those two are really similar. But
that makes sense because they're so close.
Yeah.
Well, the median average salary for Bolivia is 7,800 Bolivianos per month, which is $1,134.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you go up into Ecuador, it's not too much, like from memory anyway, it's not too much different price-wise, but it is once you get to Colombia.
Yeah, maybe more popular, I don't know. Closer to America. No, I don't know how it all works. National sport, obviously, would be football. National animal, llama. National dish. Now, I thought for sure it was going to be some grub, but it's, I don't know how to say that word. So, sultana, not sultana, SALTEN with the little squiggle on the top.
Yeah.
A is a national dish of Bolivia.
What's in it?
And a staple Bolivian street food. These savory pastries are the Bolivian version.
So it's like an empanada.
Yes.
I think I just called them empanadas everywhere.
Yeah.
And probably pissed everybody off.
So it's a dough. The dough is filled with a mixture of beef, potatoes, peas, and spices, then baked until golden brown.
Did you have them?
Yeah, fucking oath.
I think, especially
it's just a pasty.
But there was a place in Bogota. It was right in Colombia. It was right by our hostel, whatever. That sold them for, I want to say like fucking 50 cents or something for like three of them. Yeah. And like every morning, without fail, I was right there. They were so good. Oh God.
So compared to Australia, because that's where we live. Cost of living in Bolivia, on average, is 59.1% lower. Rent in Bolivia, on average, is 72.8% lower than Australia. And probably 95% cheaper than Perth. If you go into a restaurant for a cheaper meal, you're looking at about $4.50. A mid-range restaurant, you're looking at about $29. That's a meal for two people.
$29.
Yeah. It's a 3-course meal, it says.
That's wild.
Domestic,
but also it's not.
Domestic beer, so you're looking at $2.92. That's gone up about 92 cents since I was there.
Is that for a big one?
500 mil.
I'm not good with that. What is that? Is that
half a litre. Yeah,
okay.
Big one. Well, actually, no, a big one I think was a litre when I was there.
Yeah.
Imported beer, which is like your normal standard beer, you're looking at $4.50.
Do you remember the Bolivian beers?
Was there one called Bock? Oh, that one,
I don't remember.
Or Argentinian or something. Cappuccino is about $4. A Coke is about $1.30. You're looking at milk.
Inca Cola?
I loved Inca Cola. Everyone fucking hated it. I loved it. It's just creaming soda.
I didn't love it. I'll be honest. I didn't love it.
Savage. One-way local ticket transport. So getting on a bus, you're looking at a mere fucking 45 cents. Taxi, you're looking at about. It's funny because it says normal tariff. I remember them always changing.
Yeah, because as soon as you get in and they go, oh, fucking
the
white
guy's
foreigner.
just smashing the button like, sorry, I'm just changing it to white dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at about normal fare. They reckon about $2.50 per kilometre, and if you go in an hour, they reckon it's all of $13. Gas is about 85 cents a litre, and the rest of it we don't fucking care about. But that's just an overview of like pretty much how cheap things are.
Again, but that was one of the reasons why I spent so long in places like that.
Yeah.
Like I found Ecuador. Ecuador was easier to work out because they use the US dollar, and I would spend so long in that place just chilling.
Yeah,
just not because I was paying like $1 a day for a hotel room, not a hostel, a private hotel room, just me, and then I would spend another $2 or $3 on like food and drink for the day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So every day, no more than $5.
That is bonkers.
Doing nothing as well. I was waking up at like 2 p.m. It was great. Doing nothing.
That is the dream.
Nothing. All right.
Do you want to hear some? These aren't really strange facts, but they are a bit unique.
Go on.
All right. Neil Armstrong saw the uni salt flats reflect from space. That's how big it is.
That's huge, yeah.
Yeah, so Neil Armstrong was not the only first man to step on the moon. He was one of the first tourists to visit uni salt flats decades ago because essentially he saw it from space and was like, that looks cool as fuck. I want to go there. So he brought his family there.
Crazy.
Yeah, so he visited because of that. And apparently the solar turns into a giant mirror that reflects the sky during the rainy season.
Yeah, I wasn't there for the rainy season, but all the photos that I had seen that people post, I was just like, everyone does that perspective things. If you've never been or you're not entirely sure what we're talking about, if you Google it, you'll see so many people have these like perspective photos where they're holding something or they're trying to like push people over or whatever. But I think the ones that look really cool are those mirror ones. Yeah. They look amazing.
So I've got a few photos of us with like standing on a bottle.
Yeah, the usual. Yeah.
And just shit like that.
Yeah.
I've seen some amazing ones because obviously people get
creative. Yeah,
like a dinosaur and they're all like getting attacked.
I saw one of those actually. Maybe I saw it online and I was like, that's amazing. I wish I'd have fucking had any imagination and I wasn't just hung over constantly.
So Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid's last shootout was actually in Bolivia.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
The infamous 19th century American bank robbing duo Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, what's a fucking weird name, met their deaths in Bolivia. After many years of narrowly escaping law enforcement in the United States, they decided to escape to Argentina, then Bolivia, where they reportedly got involved in a shootout with Bolivian police officers and were killed. The exact details of their demise are still up for debate. So apparently they died down there doing what they love doing.
Shooting people.
Yeah. Bolivia is the heart of South America, which makes sense when you think about it.
Yeah.
But it's actually known as the heart of South America. The reason is simple. Geographically, it sits in the middle of South America. This is interesting. Sharing borders with Peru, Chile, Argentina, Paraguay, and Brazil.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
Because there's a place, I forget what it's called now. If you've got a map, you can maybe have a look. But there was a place where we were in Peru and we were on that, in Bolivia, and we were on that Peruvian-Brazilian little triangle. Yeah. There's a little, basically a triangle in the jungle where you can see the essentially the immigration officers.
Yeah, really.
And they're just huts, by the way. They're literally just huts that you go in, hand them your passport, and they go, now you're in fucking Brazil.
Yeah. That's cool. It's so weird, like you're just in a different country.
So, but some places like Peru and Bolivia were definitely like had plenty of these like crossings. Places like Argentina and Chile, they have these crossings where it will just be a guy in a hut.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
you hope that they do it right so you can.
Yeah, so you're not in trouble the next time you go to leave. Like I remember there was this Australian guy that I met when I was in Bolivia, and he'd bought this. I think I've told you this story before actually, but like somewhere else. But he bought this like wooden maraca type thing, and it was beautiful, hand painted, it's a gorgeous thing. And he went to cross into Peru. And the Peruvian border was like, oh, you can't bring this in because the thing that's making it shake is seeds. And you can't bring the seeds in any capacity, even though they're encased, you can't bring the seeds across. So they're quite strict with that. But then he pulls out a knife that's like bigger than my entire arm, cuts the thing open, they clean the seeds out, and they go, yeah, that's fine now, you can take that across. And I was like, what about the fucking weapon? You don't care about the sword that he has? You just don't want the seeds in. That's crazy.
Yeah, you get priorities, man.
He taught me. He's an Australian, lived from Queensland. His name's Chad, and he taught me about Milo.
Oh yeah.
Because when we were in the jungle, I don't know if you were doing this as well, but we were drinking the river water, which is just brown, and you have to treat it with iodine tablets.
No, we had.
Oh, you had proper shit? Fuck you.
Bottled water.
So we were scooping out of the river, treating it with iodine tablets, and then drinking it, and it's just muddy water, and it is pretty difficult to get your head around drinking what looks like muddy water. So he had Milo with him. Because like a true Australian, apparently they can't go anywhere without it, and that was where I was first introduced to Milo, and honestly, lifesaver. Yeah. It made drinking water possible.
It's funny,
barely, because it's not that nice.
This last fact: Bolivia was the first Latin American country to abolish slavery.
When?
2010. No.
Imagine I just accepted that and went, cool, good for them.
It's like the sloth fact. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
No, 1831. Bolivia became the first country in Latin America to abolish slavery 6 years after gaining independence from the Spanish crown.
Ah, the Spanish.
They liked to take over shit.
They arrived and fucked everything up. Like the poor Incas.
Yeah.
They just destroyed them with a flu, basically, that they'd never had.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Bastards. I think we are pretty much at the end of the app.
Yeah, I had one fact that I wanted to give you.
Okay.
I was going to make up some shit as well and see like if you could pick any out, which I think maybe we'll do in future episodes. Yeah. But I came across one that I love this so much. To help with road safety in La Paz, in Bolivia, some people dress up as zebras to educate drivers and pedestrians about like zebra crossings. I thought like that's incredible. It's fucking.
You made that up?
No.
Oh, it's real.
That's why I thought if I say this, he'll think I've made this up. The one I was going to try and trick you with was the Navy one. I was going to tell you that they didn't have a Navy because maybe you'd think, well, that makes sense. They don't have a coast.
Yeah.
But you already knew that it was in a fucking puddle somewhere. Yeah. That's where they did all their thing.
That's their thing.
I wonder how many people are in their Navy, like fucking 6? Like,
you'd hope.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I'm going to join the Navy. Stop it. No, stop fucking around. Join the Air Force. At least you can fucking go somewhere.
Yeah.
Pluggers.
Just the usual social stuff, and we'll probably set up social media for this as well. Yeah. But in the meantime, just David 8 Hughes everywhere. I don't know when this will come out, but
it's a while.
Yeah.
For me, you got Tait.Middleton.Comedy on Instagram and Tait Talks as well for my other podcast. Thank you so much for bearing with us.
Thank you, fuckers.
Goodbye.